live from the interior of my 1984 Volkswagen Vanagon, sitting in the parking lot of Tellini's Garden Center in East Sacramento, California. In back of me, you can hear the busy Folsom Boulevard. Folsom is the name of the street, and if you take it straight down that way for I don't know how many miles, there's Folsom Prison. Oh, and there's a biker right behind me there. Hope he just didn't get out. But anyway, I know it's a little early and a little noisy, and I may have to do this again. But I thought I'd rather do it a little bit early because I know it'll be after 10 by the time I get home. So I thought I would just spend a couple minutes talking about the various different ways that the attributes to when talking about Qabalah and tarot and Enochian magic, anything that has even an indirect Kabbalistic reference to all of it. As you start to read and study and things, you see various trees of life and various assignments of the Hebrew letters to various paths on the tree of life and various kinds of trees of life, and so it's really it's confusing enough the way it is without all of these sort of alternate ways that the various components of Qabalah are referred to. And it would just be nice if there was just one super, this is the orthodox way, that this is the right way and all those other ways are wrong. Well, wrong. And plus, along about in the early 1900s, I guess, Crowley threw another monkey wrench into the system with his Tzadi is not the star thing in the assignment of the switch between the Hebrew letters and things like that. It's all very confusing. And I get emails and I get messages asking me if I can't just clear it up and make everything nice and neat. No, I can't make everything nice and neat, but I can be consistent with a system while I'm using the system, if that makes sense to you. I tried to put it more eloquently in the opening words of Son of Chicken Qabalah. And I'm sure you've got it. Son of Chicken Qabalah, Rabbi Lamed Ben Clifford's mostly painless practical Qabalah course. And I've read for this before last year sometime. But just to clear up like 3 emails that I've gotten in the last 3 days, I'm going to share with you my author's notes, okay, which is just really quick. Constance may be out here before we're through. But as I was doing it, I ran across the frontispiece there, which is all written out in such a way that it makes a beautiful Mogan David there, or Star David. A new manual of Kabbalistic initiation ceremonies, teachings, exercises, and practical meditations created expressly for dilettantes with really short attention spans who pretentiously consider themselves Hermetic Kabbalists, but who nevertheless sincerely desire to apply a tiny portion of the Hebrew Kabbalah for spiritual enlightenment. I had to do that. Then I read my dedication, and I posted a copy of the dedication on my Facebook page just a few moments ago. This little book, and everything I mistakenly believe I am, and everything I mistakenly believe I was, and everything I mistakenly believe I shall be, and everything I mistakenly believe I know, and everything I mistakenly believe I desire, and everything I mistakenly believe I love, and everything I mistakenly believe I hate, and everything I mistakenly believe I believe, I mistakenly dedicate to myself, God. Actually, I wrote to God/myself, who at the moment I mistakenly adore as my holy guardian angel. Chew on that in the parking lot of the... Okay. Then the acknowledgments, I'm not going to do that one. Okay, here's the author's notes. And for those of you who wrote me about which assignment to Hebrew letters and things like that is correct, please take note. The author wishes to remind the reader that the foundational texts of traditional Hebrew Kabbalah are very old. Even the most ancient manuscripts are copies of orally transmitted teachings. Scholars unanimously agree that even the most venerable works are fragmented and corrupted. Non-secular Kabbalists of the 19th century, particularly the scholars and adepts of the Hermetic Order of the Golden Dawn, readily saw what they perceived to be palpable flaws in the basic Hermetic logic in the manner that fragments of some of the conflicting texts were pieced together. To their hermetically trained eyes, it was obviously where basic repairs could be made and should be made within the various extant versions of the primary texts, especially the Sefer Yetzirah, the Book on Creation. The Golden Dawn adjustments are, for the most part, evident and necessary corrections to conform with 1,000 years of Hermetic thought, including astrological and alchemical systems. They mercifully allow the student to initially embark upon the Kabbalistic seas with a few recognizable and comforting landmarks on the horizon. The Golden Dawn Workbook, a Golden Dawn Workbook, was eventually annotated and published by Aleister Crowley as Liber 777. It's a massive collection of tables of Kabbalistic correspondences that organizes the Kabbalistic magical and mythological universe in conformity with the newly adjusted Sefer Yetzirah. Now, Rabbi Lamed ben Clifford used 777. It's a massive, and Rabbi Ben Clifford used the Golden Dawn version of the correspondences for his teachings and required his students to own a copy and refer to it often. So there's that. But, however, While he was happy to initially teach the fundamentals of Qabalah by using the Golden Dawn and 777 correspondences, Ben Clifford refused to dogmatically endorse them, or even any particular system or textbook, modern or ancient, or even suggest that one was doctrinally correct, authoritative, or even superior to another. It was clear from his private drawings of the Tree of Life, not included in this volume, that even Ben Clifford deviated in places from the Golden Dawn 777 correspondences. In fact, once his students had mastered the preliminary degrees of study, he urged them to explore other systems and other ways of looking at everything. As he once wrote to San Francisco socialite and patroness, Thalassa Therese. Are you listening, Thalassa? This is what the rabbi wrote you in case you threw away his correspondence. Truth is bigger than systems. If you can't uncover truth in a flawed system, then you won't be able to uncover it in a perfect one. All are correct. All are wrong. Don't worry about it. Learn one, get comfortable with it. When you are fluent with that system, then you'll be able to appreciate the nuances and wonders of the others. Just be consistent with the system you're working with while you're working with it. Don't expect multiple systems to properly support each other. And for heaven's sake, don't write me and expect me to validate any of your amazing revelations. I hate that shit. Unquote. I don't even know if you heard any of this today because of all of that going on. But if you didn't, I apologize. It was the best I could do to get a reading in at approximately the right time today. Tomorrow, hopefully everything will be on time and I'll be comfortably sitting in my shorts. So until tomorrow, continue to be good. There we go, right across the street from that, and here's the little nursery, Delini's nursery. Anyway, continue to be good to yourself and be good to each other. Do what thou wilt shall be the whole of the law. Love is the law, love under will.